I just walked in the door.
My hope for rural America is that it can, no. Okay, let me start over on that one.
Assuming you're editing all this out.
So you are rolling. I don't see a red.
Oh, sure, yeah.
No.
We'll give it a shot.
This is a conference about hope.
The most beautiful ancient thing we have in our lives is hope.
That's where my hope is for the future.
We need hope.
When I say this is one of the most important things happening in America, I'm serious, because rural America has to survive and stay strong. And it's the people sitting in this room and the people coming to this conference that can do that. Nobody else is going to do it for us.
The Rural Futures Institute and this conference are about hope. Genuine hope. Not the smiley face hope, not the thumbs up kind of hope, but genuine hope that's built on innovation and entrepreneurship. Real hope that's built upon people believing in better and taking steps toward the future that they prefer for themselves and for their families and for their communities.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are now experiencing the Rural Futures Institute.
Well, I'm glad that we're sitting here on campus at UNL, because that's one of the sources of hope that I have, particularly through the student body and the entire reason that we're all here, which is to inspire young folks to want to think critically. Part of what we're here to talk about at the conference is to talk about what we call 40 chances, which is our time period in life, these 40 years that everybody has during their career to make the biggest impact that they can have, that we're going to do something and it's going to change the world for the better, and that's really where our hope comes from.
It's that generation. It's that generation that is going to figure out how you solve the biggest problems we've ever faced.
My hope for the future is that rural communities are a vibrant place for young people like myself to call home.
My hope for the future is that people that live, work, and raise their families in rural America believe that things can change, believe that things can grow.
We continue building upon people's strengths and developing hope.
And be even more vibrant than what is probably envisioned, especially from someone like me who's really from urban America in the East Coast.
I think we have the power to really kind of change our communities, change rural Nebraska, change rural America, just by having that sense of hope for what it can be.
Yeah, hope is the belief that the future will be better than the present, combined with the belief that you have some power to make it so.
I think people can just try to have the most active role in their community that they can.
When you live in these rural communities, get involved, make a difference, be part of the team.
I hope that young people in rural America can realize the potential for living a vibrant and progressive lifestyle in their rural community.
We need to make sure that our rural communities are vibrant and growing and attractive places for young people to live and to work and to raise a family. Rural matters.
How do we create a new rural America? How do we create a place where rural America is known for opportunity and optimism?
It's an opportunity to connect with people around this arena, to think about what we're doing, to think about how we can move the work forward.
It's all about collaboration, and you cannot do it alone. You can have your own particular hope, but to implement that hope, you cannot do it alone. It's got to start with you, but you've got to reach out.
People can form once they find the information they need to make a better decision, to gather a group of people around the community to be able to make that dream into reality.
To understand how we can take those ideas, take those incredible ideas, and grow them and scale them, not just for ourselves, but to make our world a better place in which to live.
For me, I'm from a big city and I never understood rural America until I came to Nebraska.
Somehow I ended up in Nebraska.
I hope that actually that urban America starts understanding the value that rural America brings.
I'm here to learn about all the different things that other people are doing.
Actually, I've gleaned bits and pieces from every session that I've been to so far. The one that I think has resonated the most with me was Shane Lopez talking about hope.
I'm going to refer to a Gallup question that we've asked of over 10,000 people, okay, around the world. What are your hopes and dreams? I want a good job, I want a happy family, and I want a great life.
We can use that to really lead and to make a difference and to really start that chain of leadership that will lead to the difference that we're trying to make.
It's about building relationships that matter, and so it's about caring about one's neighbors and caring about what happens to the community, and really about conversations that matter.
And as I listened to the Buffett family, the father and son, last evening, it was just amazing to me to see the chemistry between them, but more importantly, the great lessons of life that they had learned.
The intergenerational and intercultural things that happen within those connections is really very powerful, I think.
And I think when we keep in mind that there are needs out there, that our innovative minds and creative mindsets can help to solve problems that can make the world better for others, that's what it's all about.
My hope for rural America is that it's an inclusive place that allows everybody to reach their full potential.
I think Nebraska is unique, that we're one of the first states that's really seeing diversity change in the rural areas in the heartlands.
Being Mexican American, I'm a first generation college student, so I'm seeing in Nebraska that a lot of these rural communities are having these drastic demographic shifts.
And so yeah, we are unique in that we're kind of the front runner right now, and what America looks like on the coast is now kind of coming to the center.
Having hope in them and people having hope in themselves.
You know, people can do one good thing at least each day. If they can do one good thing each day and build on that, I think that's all it takes.
Those towns where anybody can try things and fail and still go to the coffee shop and not be burned, those towns have a culture that are going to succeed, and leadership makes that culture.
I am just hearing over and over about inspiration and leadership, and it really needs to start by working one-on-one with the people that live there and the people that really need to have a say in the way things are, and collaboration is just so important.
I hope that young people in rural America can identify where they can use their talents and their gifts in their own communities.
Adult mentors who can be a positive influence in young people's lives to help them realize that rural America can be a vibrant, progressive place to live.
You know, I think now more than ever, it's kind of exciting time because with broadband and cell phones and everything, the opportunities aren't limiting in rural communities like they maybe have been in the past. So just to get people to realize that they can do anything, anywhere.
The first thing you have to do is information. And so people have to come to a conference like this, and then they have to go home, and they have to talk about it. And I don't care whether you're talking about it with the apostles of knowledge at the coffee shop, or if you're at the loaded bar after 5. You've got to have the ability to talk.
If we can instill hope in rural people and rural places, we have a lot to look forward to in the future.
My two favorite things about rural America is this: people care and people share time.
My favorite word about rural America is character.
Life in rural America.
And I hope I can spell it right, but I think the word gumption.
I hope I spelled it right.
G-U-M-P-T-I-O-N?
Sure.
Hey, yes.
Community.
People are willing to have you engage in the community no matter how new you are.
If you're not from rural, you would not understand this.
Some of the relationships that you make, not just within your small town, but beyond your small town, can stick with you for the rest of your life.
My favorite thing about rural America is togetherness, that sense of community, that sense of pride in one another, that sense of pride in place.
Potential.
Community. I pick community because I believe that community is really imperative to making any change happen and to making any positive change last.
I don't know why, but these are the two words that come to my mind when I think of rural communities.
When I think of rural America, I think of community members sitting together, talking, sharing ideas, thoughts, and just being a community in the local coffee shop.
My favorite thing about rural America is its purpose. I think living in rural communities gives a lot of purpose to the young leaders that live there. And as a young person, I think it's awesome that by choosing to live in a rural community, you can find a lot of purpose and make a difference, a greater impact even faster.
When I am sitting on the deck at our ranch, the thing that you most appreciate is the serenity. It's peaceful. And then the third thing that I think of is hope. It gives you time to sit and dream and plot and plan.
And where are you from, like Europe?
Yeah! Hold on, kids.
Okay.
All right.
Sure.
All right.
Okay, I'm a professor, so
Let me try again. I was just like...
Could you green screen me and put me on like on a beach or something like that, potentially?
Yeah!
Woohoo!